This is going to be a video on how to sharpen your pocket knife, and I'll show you how to go from this to this. All you'll need for this is a knife sharpener of your choice. This video we're going to be looking at the Benchmade knife sharpener. Worksharp has a similar one. This is anywhere from $35 to $50. So you'll need a sharpener of your choice, a Sharpie, and a knife to sharpen. If you're not familiar with knife sharpening, and if you regularly carry a pocket knife, I encourage you to get your knife out, actually feel the blade. You might think, oh, that's a decently sharp knife. I could probably, cut packages open with it or boxes, but you grab a piece of paper and it only tears it. A true test of knife sharpness, and try this at your own risk, is grab the spine with your thumb, put 3 fingers on the blade, and if you can move your fingers down with slight pressure, then that is not a sharp knife. So let's get into it. Take your Sharpie. I'll explain this in a moment. Paint the actual cutting edge, the bevel of your knife on both sides. Get that on there. Grab your knife sharpener of choice. This one is a guided setup, so it has a coarse, medium, and then it has fine, coarse, and a fish hook for ceramic rod, and a leather strap to finish it off. Take that knife sharpener, set the knife on that guide, and just keep a consistent angle all the way across the stone. Do a couple passes, both sides, keeping that consistent angle. And now the purpose of the Sharpie. You're going to see where that Sharpie is coming off the blade to make sure that you're actually getting the sharpener all the way to the cutting edge of that knife. So you can see it's doing a pretty good job. Typically, if you try to sharpen and you're not getting a sharp knife, what's happening is you are sharpening what's called the shoulder of the bevel. So you see where that black line is? That's going to be the shoulder. So if you weren't getting all the way to the cutting edge, you're just going to be taking material away from that shoulder, and you can spend hours and hours and hours on a setup like this and not get a sharp knife. So that's the importance of the Sharpie. If you were doing this and you were not getting all the way to that cutting edge, you simply angle that knife up just a little bit, so that way it's going to cant that blade, and then you're going to be making sure that you're getting that cutting edge all the way on the stone rather than just sharpening away that shoulder. So if that 20 degrees is not cutting it, just bring it up a little bit, but make sure you maintain that consistent angle each time. Same thing for the other side. Angle it up just slightly so you're getting all the way to the cutting edge. And then after we're done on the coarse side, we can go to the medium side, and same thing, you're going to want to maintain that same angle you're just using. So laying it flat on the 20-degree guide, bring it up just a little bit, and just maintain that angle. Same thing on this side, maintain that angle. And then we'll move on to the ceramic rods, starting with the coarse. We'll move to the fine. And we'll finish it off with the strop. Medium to light pressure on the strop. And you're going to go from spine to the cutting edge, so you're not cutting into that leather. Now you can grab your paper. You got a nice sharp knife. So now if you do that same test, put a little bit of pressure, you're not going to go very far before your brain tells you, hey, stop, that's sharp. It's going to start cutting into the layers of your skin. So again, do this at your own risk. All right guys, that was just a quick demo on how to get a sharp knife. So just something like this you can use for kitchen knives, pocket knives, bushcraft knives. If you start getting more into it, there's nicer setups that will give you a more consistent angle to where you can actually clamp the blade in. Tighten that up. And this setup is numbered down here, so you can actually set your angle from 15 to 30 degrees per side. And then once you get that clamped in, simply take your sharpening stone, you'll set it on that rod, and then you can actually just run that across the blade like that. So it'll maintain that consistent angle. So again, this is a little bit more advanced setup. What I showed you today is just to get a sharp knife back in your pocket. I hope this video helped. Let me know what knife you're going to sharpen. See you out there.